Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 1, the planet Earth and the solar system of geography. In this chapter, first topic is introduction. Long ago, it was believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. Means earlier, it was believed that the Earth was the center of the universe. What is a universe? Universe includes living things, planets, stars, galaxies, dust, and light. Means all the existing matter in the space, like billions of galaxies, millions of stars that form the universe. So it was believed that Earth was the center of the universe and the sun, moon, and stars revolve around the Earth. It was believed that the sun, moon, and stars revolve around the Earth because Earth was the center. For centuries, century means a period of 100 years, this theory was accepted as true. For centuries, century means a period of 100 years, this theory was accepted as true. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher. Philosopher is a person, means a theorist or a thinker who gave theory about something. So Aristotle gave this theory that Earth was the center of the universe and the moon, sun and stars revolve around the Earth. In 16th century, a Polish astronomer, Polish means Poland, astronomer means an expert in study of galaxies, stars, planets using telescope. Astronomer, an expert in study of galaxies, stars, planets using telescope. So in 16th century, a Polish astronomer, Nicolaus Copernicus, who lived in Germany, proved Aristotle's theory wrong. Nicolaus Copernicus believed that the theory of the Aristotle was completely wrong. He proved it. Some years later, Galileo Galilei, an Italian astronomer, insisted that the sun was the center of the universe. Galileo Galilei, he insisted that the sun was the center of the universe. How he did it? He used a refracting telescope. Refracting means a telescope which uses a lenses. Lenses means specs we are wearing, and specs also different kinds of lenses we use. So in refracting telescope, we use lenses to observe the faraway objects. Means lenses are used to observe faraway objects. That is refracting telescope. Actually, there are two kinds of telescope. One is refracting and another one is reflecting. In reflecting, we are using mirrors. In refracting, we are using lenses. So he used refracting telescope to study the universe and the earth-centered theory wrong. And this theory he proved wrong. Today, we all know the earth is a part of our solar system and sun at its center. Sun is at center and earth is a part of our solar system. Celestial bodies. All the objects that we see in the sky are called heavenly bodies or celestial bodies. Means all the objects that we see in the sky are called heavenly bodies or celestial bodies. What they include? They include the stars, the planets. What are the planets? Planets are the objects in space that rotate around their own axis. That is the planet. Satellites are also celestial body which revolve around the planet. A heavenly body which revolve around the planet. Comet is an object in space that looks like a bright star with a tail, like this. Comet is an object in space that looks like a bright star with a tail. Meteors are the piece of rocks that are smaller than the asteroids. Asteroids are also piece of rocks, but meteors are smaller than the asteroids. Our own Earth is also part of the system. Our own Earth is also part of this system, means celestial body. It is also called heavenly body or celestial body. Means our Earth is also part of this system and it is called heavenly body or celestial body. The word celestial is derived from a Latin word calalestis. The celestial word is derived from a Latin word calalestis, which means sky. Calalestis, which means sky. Our universe. It is believed that 4,600 million years ago, stars and planets were formed from a giant means huge cloud of gases and very small tiny dust particles called nebula. So what it was believed that 4,600 million years ago, stars and planets were formed because of a huge cloud, means a giant cloud of gases and very minute tiny dust particles called nebula. Nebula is a Latin word which means cloud of gases and dust. What is nebula? Cloud of gases and dust. What happened? This nebula was spinning around. This nebula was spinning and it had its own gravity. Gravity means a force that attracts body towards the center. So nebula was spinning around and it's having its own gravity. Fragments of the nebula were attracted to each other. Fragments means the clouds of gases and dust. They were attracted to each other and they collided. Collided means they hit each other at very great speed. What happened? The fragments of the nebula, they were attracted to each other. Then they collided. They hit each other at very great speed. Because of this, explosion took place. Explosion, you know, na? Like a bomb explodes, blowing apart of something. So because of this collision, explosion took place. Because of that explosion, the gases were released. Hydrogen and helium gas were released because of that explosion. Because of that explosion, hydrogen helium gas released and enormous means huge amount of heat also generated. Because of the explosion, a great amount of heat was also generated, and because of that the universe was formed. Means because of that the universe, including the stars, planets, galaxies and other bodies within, was created. This explosion was so powerful that some matter is still spinning away from it. So what happened? Nebula. Nebula means a giant cloud of gases and tiny dust particles. It was spinning on its own gravity. What happened? Fragments means clouds and dust particles. They were attracted to each other. They collided. When they collided, they hit each other at very high speed. Explosion took place. When the particles exploded, hydrogen and helium gas were released. Because of that, great amount of heat also generated. Because of that, the universe was formed. Means stars, planet, galaxies and other body was created. This is nebula. You can see cloud of gases and dust. This is clouds of gases and dust. Galaxy. Galaxy means group of billion of stars. Groups of billions of stars, that is your galaxy. So millions of stars, gas and dust held together by the force of gravity form a galaxy. When the millions of stars, gas and dust, they are together by the forces of gravity. Gravity means forces that attracts towards the center, that forms a galaxy. You know, our universe consists of millions of galaxies. There are millions of galaxies in our universe. Our universe is still expanding itself. New stars are being born. Our solar system belongs to one of these galaxies. Our solar system is also belongs to one of these galaxies, and the galaxy to which our solar system belongs called the Akash Ganga or the Milky Way galaxy. Why the name Akash Ganga or Milky Way galaxy is given? Because the galaxy is like a white band of lights. Because the galaxy looks like a white band of lights. That's why the name Akash Ganga or Milky Way galaxy is given. It consists of millions of stars. The sun is one such star. This galaxy consists of millions of stars and the sun is one such star. Sun is also a star. What are stars? Stars are huge burning balls of hot gases. Sun is also a star, na? So sun is also a huge burning ball of hot gases. Sun also glows and shines in space. So sun is a star. So stars are huge burning balls of hot gases that glow and shine in space. They are self-luminous, means they are having their own light. They appear as tiny speaks, means they appear as tiny spot in the sky as they are very far away from us. When you look in the sky, you see the star. It looks like a tiny spot because the stars are very far away from us. Stars appear to twinkle. These stars appear to twinkle. The stars are twinkling. How the stars appear to twinkle? Because the light from the star has to pass through the different layers of the atmosphere. There are the different layers of the atmosphere through which the light from the star passes with different densities. Means with different densities, the light which is coming from the star, that has to pass through the different layers of the atmosphere. Because of that, the stars appear to twinkle. The stars are twinkling. All the stars except the pole star appear to move from east to west. Pole star is having fixed position. It is in the north. But others, they move from east to west due to the rotation of the earth on its own axis from west to east. Means all stars appear to move from east to west due to the rotation of the earth on its own axis from west to east. The stars move. Pole star is having fixed position, that is fixed in the north. Constellations. Constellations means group of stars. Constellation means group of stars. Cluster means group. Together to form a fantastic pattern of creatures, monsters, brave heroes and heroines. When you join the stars, na, like this, when you join these stars, it form heroes, heroines. See, brave heroes and heroines means mostly they are talking about the zodiac signs here. Zodiac signs means horoscopes. So here, the stars, group of stars, form a fantastic pattern of creatures, monsters, brave heroes, beautiful heroines. Group of bright stars that appear close together in the sky are called constellation. These are group of bright stars. They appear very close to each other. This point which we have joined, these are only stars only to us. These all are stars. The points which are joined with the black dot. Legendary tales of courage, beauty and evil surround these stars. There are legendary tales about the courage, beauty and evil when we join these stars. One of the most beautiful constellation is Big Bear or Ursa Major. The most beautiful constellation is Big Bear or Ursa Major. This one. This is Ursa Major. It is also known as the Saptarishi, 7 stars. The constellation Saptarishi, Sapta means 7, Rishi means sage. Sage means priest. Saptarishi means 7 sage. Small bear, it also Saptarishi is also called small bear because it is easily recognizable in the night sky. In the night sky also Saptarishi you can see. It is a group of 7 stars. See, it is a group of 7 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 stars form Saptarishi. In the past, people used to determine the direction. If people want to determine the direction in the night, they help with the position of the stars. They used to determine the directions. With the help of the positions of the star, they used to determine the directions in the past. The pole star helps us to determine the north direction. The pole star is always in the north direction, so it helps to determine the north direction to us. It is also known as the North Star. Your pole star is also known as the North Star because it is always in the north direction. Always stays in the same position. The pole star is always stays in the same position, means the north position above the North Pole. The North Star is above the North Pole. The Big Bang, this I told you, around the 14 billion years ago it was believed that a hot ball of matter exploded, like explosion was there, and this created the matter, energy, space and time. Because of that explosion, because of that Big Bang, gases were released like helium and hydrogen. This created the universe. We have learned now how the universe was created. Nebula, clouds and gases, fragments of the nebula, they attracted towards each other. They collided. Because of that collision, gases were released. Okay, so this is also the Big Bang theory, how the universe was created. Because of that explosion, the matter, energy, space and time was created. Later this created the universe, which consists of stars, galaxies and planets. Did you know the sun is a star? I told you sun is a star. It is a medium-sized star. There are many stars which are bigger than the sun. You say, ma'am, there are many stars which are bigger than the sun, but we cannot see that star which are bigger than the sun. Why? Because the bigger stars are far away from Earth. They are not near to the Earth. The stars which are bigger than the sun, they are very far away from us. So they appear smaller than the sun because they are far away from Earth also. So they appear very smaller. Sun is nearer to our Earth. That's why the sun appears bigger to us than the other stars. The sun is a star, but it is a medium-sized star. There are many stars which are bigger than the sun, but that bigger stars are very far away from Earth. Means they are far away from sun also. That's why they are smaller to us. Sun is close to our planet Earth. That's why the sun appears to be bigger than the other stars. Light travels. Light travels at a speed of 3 lakh kilometer per second. Whatever the lights which are coming from the space, that travels at a speed of 3 lakh kilometer per second. The distance that light travels in a year is called light year. The distance that light travels in a year is called light year. The light from Proxima Centauri, the Proxima Centauri is the nearest star to our sun. So the light which is coming from a Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our sun, takes 4 years to reach us. Means the light of the Proxima Centauri star that is nearest to our sun takes 4 years to reach us. Okay, because the light travels at a speed of 3 lakh km per second. The light from the sun takes about 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach the earth. Light which is coming from the sun, it takes 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach the earth. Because in the space, the distance light travels in a year, that is light year, the light travels at a speed of 3 lakh km per second in a space. Thank you and have a nice day.